You are listening to the Rewards Canada podcast.
You are listening to the Rewards Canada
podcast.
Hello, thank you for tuning in to the Rewards Canada podcast. In this episode, we'll look at how to earn bonus miles and points on travel, shopping, and credit cards. This episode of the Rewards Canada podcast is brought to you by the Hsbc World Elite Mastercard. Right now, until September 27th, 2021, you can earn up to 70,000 points and pay no annual fee in the first year when you apply for and are approved for the card. Visit rewardscanada.ca/podcast for more details. So let's look at this topic. One thing that we've done here at Rewards Canada, right from when we launched the website in September of 2001, has been to research, track, and publish bonus offers for flights, hotels, car rentals, and much more. In fact, it proved so popular on Rewards Canada with people from outside of Canada looking for these offers that we created frequentflyerbonuses.com in 2005 strictly to cover these loyalty bonus promotions from around the world. What that did, because on Rewards Canada we only covered offers that were available to Canadians, on Frequent Flyer Bonuses we went beyond that, which were offers for everybody around the world. So the bonus points listings on both sites became quite well known and have been, kind of a mainstay staple section of both Rewards Canada and frequentflyerbonuses.com for that long. Bonus miles and points are an amazing way to earn extra miles, points, whatever loyalty currency you're earning in your programs on your everyday actions and travel. Collecting more points and miles means you can achieve your rewards goals sooner. However, every day, thousands of consumers miss out on these bonus miles and points, either by not knowing about the offers in the first place, forgetting about them, not registering for them, or not even following up on them after completing the requirements of the promotion. It's that last one that I can say hasn't really changed in 20 years. I mean, there are times, lots of times, when you have to chase the bonus points or miles. Loyalty programs are great at promoting offers to members where it's double points this, 1,000 bonus points that, but sometimes they aren't so great at delivering the end results, that is getting your bonus points. So what should you do to ensure to you get those miles, points, and other loyalty currencies that you're rightfully entitled to? Keep on listening to find out. So the first step is to find the offers, learn about them, and register for them if you're required. Most offers these days do require registration. The first thing to know is to know about the bonus offers so that you can take advantage of them. The best way are to check the emails you get from the loyalty programs, to check the loyalty program websites, but I'd say most importantly is to check the bonus offers sections of our websites. The reason why I say this is that there's a lot of promotions, typically from partners of your main loyalty program, that run offers that actually don't get mentioned on a loyalty program's main website or in their emails. For example, I've seen ones where you can earn bonus points for staying at Choice Hotels with the Aeroplan program, but that offer was not listed on Aeroplan's website. And it actually wasn't really promoted very well right on the front of Choice's website either. So here we kind of delve deep and have some search tactics to find these offers that a lot of times are kind of just buried in programs' websites that you can't really find anywhere, and then we list them on the site so that you guys can take advantage of them. And then I also recommend reading our blog frequently, or even subscribe to our RSS feed, our newsletter, because we post everything there. But some promotions have extremely limited time frames. PC Optimum is one. Best Western's another. Best Western loves to run offers of 1,000 bonus points or 3,000 bonus points, but you only have like a 3-day booking window. So we only put those on the blog because that gets out to you right away. Sometimes it takes a few days after we find an offer to actually add it to our bonus offer listing. By that time, that offer is gone. So always check the blog for the latest short-term kind of promotions. And of course, we post the long-term promotions there as well. So now you found a promotion that works for you. What should you do to make sure that you earn that bonus? So basically, the first thing to look at is, where's that bonus for? Travel, shopping, credit cards. I'll kind of talk about those three. But the main thing that falls, kind of, or covers the whole broad spectrum of these offers is the screenshot, screen capture, screen grab. It's grabbing the information of that promotion and keeping it in your back pocket should your points or miles not post in the future. And I'll discuss that a little bit more here. So in travel, the first step in earning bonus miles and points, which covers this actually covers most promotions, but it's mostly related to travel, is registering for that offer. Back in the day, offers were just out there for everybody, anybody, but the programs started making people register for them as technology got better and their systems could handle that to see who would qualify for an offer and who wouldn't. And why they did this to bring in registration is also because they're not giving out points and miles to everybody, only to those people who knew about the promotion and registered for it. So it saved the company, the loyalty company, money by not doling out extra miles to those people who didn't register for the offer. And in travel, that's where it's most prevalent, is the registering for an offer. You'll find so many of these offers you do have to register for. So what you do is once you learn of an offer, you register for it right away, even if you don't even think you'll use it. Get your loyalty number, your email address, or whatever they ask to register, get it in there and do it right away, because there's so many stories I've heard from people say who they wait till they're going to wait to register to see if they're going to use a promotion. They forget about it. Then they go have a hotel stay and miss out on those bonus miles or points. Or in some cases, the registration window is shorter than the actual promotional period. We're starting to see that even a little bit more now from a lot of the hotel companies and airlines, in that you had a week or two to register. I mean, the hotels maybe a little longer, a few months, but and then the promotion travels or goes beyond a couple months after that, but you have to register by a set date, and sometimes even have to book by that date. So be proactive and register for an offer right away, even if you don't think you'll use it, because then you don't have to worry about it at all, and you have it there ready to earn those bonus points miles should you actually have to take advantage of it. So now what you want to do is, actually I should go back to that for a second. You want to register right away as well, because some of them won't let you earn those extra points and miles if you haven't registered prior to your stay. Other programs do. I know Hyatt is one that's pretty good in that as long as you register during the promotional period, they'll go back and check the stays and give you those bonus points and everything. But that's just another thing, is just always register right away, because then, if the promotion comes out Monday and you have a stay on a Tuesday, register on the Monday, so you'll earn those points and miles. So during the registration process, be sure to take screenshots of the offer page, the confirmation of your registration, if it's provided. Some programs don't provide it, so just make sure you keep that offer, and also keep the confirmation email if one is sent. Some programs will even show you what programs or what promotions you are registered for in your account online, so you can always check those as well. I know Hsbc does it, Best Western, and a few others. They let you log into your account. You can see what offers you're signed up for. And then those are all, kind of your travel related ones, but there's non-travel promotions that require registration as well. Air Miles recently started doing that, where you have to opt in for some of the bonus offers during their bonus boom or their Mega Miles events. Starbucks, to earn bonus stars in that. American Express, RBC, with their Amex offers, RBC offers. A lot of times you have to load those offers before you'll be awarded them. So once you've registered and have all your screenshots saved, make sure you read the terms and conditions of the offer so you understand what it takes to earn the bonus. For example, some flight bonuses aren't awarded on the cheapest fare classes, or in some cases, it may only be on economy and not some others. So really make sure you read those terms and conditions so that when you book, you can book in the right class to earn those bonus points or miles. One of the more common things we're seeing now, which I think Air Canada actually instituted, is offers being only available on new bookings. So what that is, say an offer kicks off on May 12th. Any booking made prior to that, so even if you made a booking May 11th, would not count. It's only bookings that start from the day the promotion starts. So you're not being rewarded for your loyalty, even though you're loyal to that company, because you've already spent your money. So they are rewarding or encouraging people to book now because of that promotion. I know it's been a sore point for many Aeroplan members now, and the other loyalty programs who have instituted this kind of new term and condition, in that you only new bookings count for that promotion. Not all programs do this, but it is becoming more prevalent, so be sure to check those terms for that as well. With hotels, that's the next one. You want to be careful that some bonus promotions come with higher room rates than the best rates available. You're paying for those extra points. Many of the big chains have bonus points rates that they charge extra for, and you get extra points for them. Those are typically known as the screw your employer rate, because the people who book those rates are ones who aren't paying for it. They have their clients or their employers pay for the hotel stay. So they book that little bit more expensive one, keep the extra points, and then submit the bill to whoever's paid in the hotel for them. I mean, there's exceptions to the rule. There's a lot of bonus offers out there too that don't increase the rate. Marriott's really good at this, is that they have a lot of individual hotel rate bonuses that are pretty much the same as the best member rate, or maybe just slightly more expensive, but the points have more value and are worth more than that little bit of a price difference. So it makes sense to book that bonus point offer. Essentially, compare the best member rate or your AAA rate, whichever one you like to book, against the bonus points rate and see if it's worth it to go for those extra points. And you also want to note that this doesn't apply to the global promotions from the hotel loyalty programs, where you simply register for the bonus and then complete your stays as usual. This is where it's like the global 2 times points or 3 times points, or earn 3,000 bonus points for every 2 stays. Those type of offers that are promoted as your system-wide global promotions, those do not increase the rate. You know, as long as you stay on an eligible rate that earns points, you'll earn those bonuses. So now that you've registered, you understand the terms and conditions and have gone ahead and made your bookings, you just sit back until your flights, hotel stays, excuse me, car rentals are complete, and then you wait for them to post your account. You may only see the base miles or points post initially, but don't panic at that time. Sometimes it takes additional time for the bonuses to post. Typically, I like to give it a week after the base amount posts, and then I'll start chasing unless the terms of the offer state otherwise. For example, Air Miles states it can take up to 120 days for bonuses from some promotions to post. Yes, up to 4 months. So for promotions like that, you should mark it in a calendar or set a reminder to check for those bonuses after you've completed them. If they don't post, then it's time to start chasing after them. Essentially, chasing means contacting the program's customer service, whether you do it by phone, email, online chat, mail, doesn't matter too much to begin with. Your first communication with them will be to see if they acknowledge the bonus promotion. And if so, and they state you did meet the conditions, then you don't have too much to worry about. You should see those bonus points post. Typically, an agent will make notes or even force those points to post right away. That's the best case scenario. If they don't acknowledge, and it does happen quite often, we've heard cases where agents have absolutely no details of the promotion, then that's where all that work you put at the start of taking screenshots, learning the terms comes in handy. You have those screenshots that detail the promotion. You have the screenshots that show you're registered and so forth. So you'll typically email those in, and hopefully a few weeks after that, the bonuses will post. Again, you probably have to do follow-ups, keep reminding them, tell them you email. You may have to email a few times and send it. And even if they don't post, what may ultimately happen is that the program will just manually post points or miles to your account that are equal to what the bonus should have been. For the most part, it doesn't seem to have gone that far, especially when the promotions from one company, like a flight bonus from Air Canada for Aeroplan members, those usually post quite easily. Where things tend to head south, it's between partners, like getting bonus miles for a hotel stay or a car rental for your airline program. That's where you have to start making several calls. The airline will tell you the bonus is on the onus of the hotel chain. So you call the hotel chain and they'll say, oh no, it's the airline. So you get a little back and forth. And you'll have to maybe escalate the calls to supervisors. But you basically, it comes down to one of the programs. Typically, if it's a promotion from a hotel for an airline program, you have to get the hotel chain to force them to report the bonus to the airline and so forth. Basically, it comes down to where you found the offer too. If it was on the airline site, then you might just push with the airline. But if it was only on the hotel site, then you have to push with the hotel. Ultimately, it just takes a lot of contact. It may be back and forth. And I want to make one final note on travel bonus offers, and this is for car rental bonuses. There's a lot of car rental bonuses that have been super lucrative to take advantage of, but they're also notorious for being the worst at actually posting. Personally, I'd say I'd have to chase about 50% of the bonuses that I was due for car rentals, and even the base earn rates, I was probably have to chase 50% of those. They're just not good at posting them for some reason. And they even charge frequent flyer mile recovery fees, and then they're painfully bad at posting them. I've put some examples in the blog post on this topic, which I'll link to on our podcast page, and of some of our readers who've had issues with hotel and car rental miles and points posting. So be sure to go to our podcast page, rewardscanada.ca/podcast, for a link to our blog post. Now we're going to take a little break and talk about our sponsor for this episode of the Rewards Canada podcast, the Hsbc World Elite Mastercard. It's ranked in the top 5 travel rewards cards in Canada, and this card offers no foreign transaction fees. It has an annual $100 travel enhancement credit, points that you can redeem for any travel that you book yourself, or the option to convert those points to 3 amazing airline partners, and much more. Plus, right now, you can earn up to 70,000 points and enjoy no annual fee in the first year, as long as you apply for the card by September 27th, September 27th, 2021. You'll find details about the card and a link to apply for it at rewardscanada.ca/podcast. So now that we've covered travel bonus points miles, we'll talk about shopping. Now, it's shopping online or in store, there can be a lot of great bonus offers to take advantage of. The biggest by far does come from shopping online via an online shopping portal. Your Aeroplan eStore, Air Miles Shops, Rakuten, all those so on. Great Canadian Rebates is another one. Many of these portals run lucrative promotions throughout the year that award up to 10 times points, triple the cash back, so on. Unlike many of the travel bonuses, the online shopping offers typically do not require registration, as you have to log into those portals to begin with. So as long as they're promoting an offer, you're logged in and you complete the shopping, you should get those bonus points, miles, or cash back. In my own experience, most of those bonuses do post without any issue, but that isn't always the case due to some errors that can occur behind the scenes in the communication between the loyalty program, the affiliate provider tracking the sales and commissions for those purchases, and the end merchant. That's because the way online shopping portals work is that they earn a commission on each sale made via the merchants in their portal. The programs then take that commission they earn from the merchant and award part of it to you, the shopper, in the form of points, miles, or cash back. The commission part is undertaken by a third-party affiliate provider, so there are a lot of channels behind the scenes where there can be a communication breakdown and thus creates problems with those points posting. So the onus is on you, the consumer, to keep track of everything and chase those base points and those bonus points. So honestly, what you have to do is after you log into the portal, the first step, again, take a screenshot. That's the whole thing with all of these bonus offers points is a screenshot. So just that you have that backup of the promotion. If it's 10 times points for Father's Day, take a screenshot of it, and even the terms and conditions, if you can't, take a screenshot of that. Then you click on the merchant you want to shop at through that portal. And this is where you want to be careful. And what some online portals don't tell you is complete your purchase in one fell swoop. That is, if you click through from an online shopping portal, make sure you finish your shopping and pay for the transaction without closing your browser or browser tab. Don't navigate away and come back. If you're perhaps searching for promo or coupon codes, do that beforehand and write them down or copy them somewhere before you start the shopping process. Because a lot of those coupon sites work with the same merchants. And when you click to reveal the promo code, it takes you to that merchant and forces the coupon site's cookie onto your computer, which tracks those purchases, and it can override the tracking cookie from the shopping portal that you were trying to earn more miles and points at, and you won't get that because that sale will be attributed to the coupon site and not to the loyalty program. So I stress that you complete those purchases without closing your browser tab. Should you switch out or have to do something, go back and start the whole process over. Go back to the shopping portal, log in, and start the process all over, and do it in one fell swoop, and you should be good. I've had the luck sometimes of going to an online merchant, filling up my shopping cart, then I go to the online portal, click on that merchant, which opened a new tab, and my cart was there. So I was able to check out, and I did get the miles. I don't recommend this because it depends on how the cookie tracking works for the merchants. So once again, like I said, just do it in one straight shot from the online shopping portal. Now, once you've completed a transaction, take a screenshot of your order confirmation and keep confirmation emails from the merchant, as those provide a timestamp that show you made the purchase during the bonus promotion period. Keep the offer screenshot, your email order confirmations until you get your points. And just like you would do in the travel section when we were talking about travel. If those bonus points don't post, start chasing. For online shopping, it take as long as 6 to 8 weeks for transactions to actually post your account. So keep all your backup documentation handy. If after 8 weeks you don't see your base points, bonus points, or both, contact the online shopping portal and start a missing points and miles request. Then there's bonuses in store, and this is usually these are pretty good. You don't really have to chase these points, but if you're grabbing something off the shelf that the tag says buy 3 and get so many points or miles, take out your phone and take a picture of the tag just in case. But and then check your receipt to see if those bonus points are accounted for, or keep your receipt until you see those points post your account. Personally, I find most of these in-store promotions these days, they post right away. They're on your receipt, they're in your account. No need to really chase after them. And then now the final area we look at is credit cards. When it comes to earning bonuses on credit cards, it typically only involves the welcome bonus. That's when you apply for the card or approve for it and meet the spending requirements. Those are the kind of points or bonuses you need to chase. I mean, there's some other instances where outside of the welcome bonus that may require tracking and following up, and I'll touch upon those as well. For welcome bonuses, there are a few steps, and again, these pretty much follow those seen above. Start off by taking a screenshot of the offer page for the credit card you're applying for. If it's 50,000 bonus points, 30,000 points, 10% cash back, you name it, take the screenshots, and then read the stipulations on what you have to do to achieve that welcome bonus. For some cards, it will be as simple as being approved for it, and then you'll get the bonus points or miles. For others, it will be when you make your first purchase. And lastly, the most common one, you're not going to be awarded your bonus points or miles until you spend a certain amount on the card within a set period of time. Those are those spend requirements where it's $3,000 in the first 90 days, $1,000 in the first 90 days, some are 4 months. Excuse me. So it really depends on the card that you order and apply for. Personally, I tried this to reach the spending requirement in the first month, but if it's financially feasible for you to do so, do that, and then you don't have to worry about the other 2 months. But for some of you, you may have to spread that spend over 3 months to reach the bonus. So just be sure you keep track of your spending and you hit that amount before your last statement date. If it's 3 months, 180 days, you name it, just make sure you meet that spend within that time period. So now that you've met the requirements during your bonus, but it doesn't show up, what you should do is give it a little bit of time. In the case of cards that award your bonus on approval, it typically won't show up in your account until you receive your first statement. Same goes for the first purchase bonus. A lot of cards, they won't post those points until your first statement. They won't post right away unless you don't make a purchase in that first statement period. If you make it in the second statement period, and this is a card that awards it on the first purchase, it'll be your second one. And it kind of varies by issuer for the spend X amount for X amount of time. Companies like American Express typically post a bonus within a few days after you hit the spending requirement. You don't have to wait till the end of the statement period, and you can start using those points right away. Whereas others like Hsbc will award the bonus points at the end of the spend period requirement, which is that perhaps as far as 180 days with them. If the bonus doesn't show up on your statement or in your account, give the issuer a call or chat online to inquire why the bonus has not appeared. In most cases, all it takes is that one call and the issue is resolved. However, if the issuer's customer service states something different about the offer, i.e. there was no welcome bonus or you had to spend this much more, you have your screenshots of the offer details to prove them. Otherwise, you have your spend on your statements to show them. So I find it really quite rare that a credit card issuer will not meet their requirements, but there is the odd case where they play hardball, and that's why you want all the details of the initial offer so that you can get that welcome bonus you applied for. For other bonuses, statement credits or special offers that are provided by card issuers like Amex offers, Hsbc offers, it boils down to the same steps. Register for an offer if it's required, take a screenshot, and then once you reach it, keep tabs on when those points or statement credits post. If they don't show up in a reasonable amount of time, then it's time to make some phone calls to the card issuer to see when they will post. There are some other type of credit card bonuses that sometimes you need to chase, and those are the category spend multipliers. For example, the American Express Cobalt card earns 5 times points on eats and drinks, and if you make a purchase at a restaurant in Canada that only posts 1 point per dollar, you should call up American Express and ask for those additional 4 points per dollar. Typically, Amex customer service will provide a manual adjustment on the points, and then they'll pass it along internally that for some reason that merchant wasn't coding properly as a restaurant, and they'll have it corrected in the future. Even Amex asked us to pass this on to you guys. That is best for the card member to call customer service for bonusing related issues. They need the card member's data to be able to source the transaction back to the back end to determine if the multiplier worked. Without that data, they can't determine what would happen. So always take screenshots, call the customer service, and in most cases things are resolved pretty quick. Basically to wrap it up, in most cases you should get your bonus in the end. Sometimes with no work at all, and sometimes it can be a lot of work. But it may just end up being a manual adjustment from the loyalty company. It may not even say it was the actual bonus. They'll just put in that 5,000 bonus points you're due, and they'll just say adjustment. But basically it takes down to you being persistent and having all the documentation backing it up. And if you have all that, there should be no reason you should not get your bonus points and miles. But the one question you do want to ask yourself, though, is if it is worth your time. Are you missing 5 bonus miles from posting to your account? Is that worth chasing? But if it's 5,000 miles, that could represent a whole nother story. That can be worth a lot of money, or get you just over that hump for a great reward. That could be worth chasing. So be sure to pick and choose your battles when it comes to the bonus points. It's up to you. There's no harm in chasing after every single bonus mile or point that should come your way, but time is also valuable, so take that into account. Other than that, I recommend reading our blog post that covers this, how to earn bonus miles and points on travel, shopping, and credit cards. I covered most of it here in the podcast, but I said that I give a few more examples and a few more details, plus links to the bonus offers section, a link to an amazing earning stories post of ours, probably one of my best earnings of bonuses from 2017, where we scored tons of points, and just a little bit more information there. So I'll have the link to it on the rewardscanada.ca/podcast page. And that's all she wrote for this episode of the Rewards Canada podcast. Thank you for tuning in, and talk to you next time. The Rewards Canada podcast is produced in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, with music produced by Regina's own TWKOP.